Hey, first video with my new camera. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm at work. I don't know. Foundations. Just a couple seconds. Think about this. Every house is built on a foundation. Jesus talked about it. He gave a parable of two foundations. Two men that one built his house on sand, another one built it on a rock, and they ended up, the house built on the sand. The first time the storm got really bad, they ended up knocking the house right off the foundation, ended up destroying the whole house. And he said, the other guy, that's what I do right now. I'm working in a construction, and I've been doing construction most of my life, so I know quite a bit about foundations. And if you don't have a firm foundation, the house is going to fall apart. Really, that's where it starts. If you don't have the footings right, if you don't dig them just right, you don't put in the right amount of gravel and the right amount of, make sure the ground's packed down and the cement's right, and it gets a chance to harden itself. And see, because here I am. This is one of our houses. They're building one behind me. I don't even know if nope, you ain't going to see nothing. There they go. They're back there building. They're over there building. We talk about foundations. If you don't have that firm foundation and on a house, sooner or later it's just going to fall apart. It's going to fall down, and it'll start to crack and it'll crumble, and you'll just find yourself stepping in stuff, and just, I don't know. It's essential to building a stable home to have that foundation. In the same way it's in our lives. If we don't build that firm foundation for ourselves, then the first time something bad comes along, we're just going to fall apart. And that foundation is Jesus. He is that rock, that we call him the chief cornerstone. He's that foundation that if we don't build our lives upon him, anything else we build, anything else we build our lives on is going to fall apart sooner or later. It may not happen all at once, but it will fall apart. And it's essential to have that peace. Because, he said, he'll give us peace that passes, Paul called it peace that passes all understanding. In other words, we don't, the storm's raging. I'm reminded of Jesus in the boat. Is he in your boat? That's the thing. The storm was raging, and because Peter and John and the rest of the disciples didn't have that understanding that Jesus is the rock, and trusting in him, and that no matter what you're going through, no matter how dark, no matter how high the waves are, the lightning and everything, God's going to get you through it. And they didn't, and he gets up and he's like, you have little faith. You can't. I'm in the boat. You just saw me feed 5,000. And they just, they didn't get it. And he gets up and he says, peace. He tells the storm peace. Sometimes he don't tell the storm peace in our life. Sometimes, he calms us. And the only time that he can calm us is if our lives are built on him, with that understanding of who he is, that he is in control, that there's nothing, no matter what comes against us, he's going to take care of it. He's going to keep us. He'll keep us during the middle of the darkest storms in our lives. It just doesn't matter what comes against you when you're resting in Jesus and in his word. That's why it's essential to read the word. That's why it's essential to pray. Because you can't have faith without reading his word. And you can't communicate with God without praying. So before I'm going to close, just put your faith in Jesus. Read his word. Believe. Know in whom you believe. Have that personal relationship with him. And he'll give you that peace that passes all understanding. He is that rock. Build your house. Build your life on him. And nothing will be able to come against you. You'll be able to get through any storm. People are going, what's wrong with you? Why are you? Oh man, it's like, it's Jesus. It's the Jesus in me. Because, I got storms going on all the time. With my son, financial situations, job seems like it's falling apart. Yet here I am. I'm okay. It's not that I don't get frustrated. It's not that, I don't have my good or bad days. But I've got that rock, that cornerstone, that I know Jesus is in control. And if you just trust in Him, He'll keep you. You won't have it's not like you won't have the bad days, because you're going to have some bad and good days. But no matter what, you know He's there for you. And just trust in Him.